Hello, and I am Amara. Welcome to my channel or my Facebook page, depending on where you're watching this live from. Well, I would first like to start out by saying thank you for the feedback that I got. I really appreciate it. That's what's really going to help me to grow and to get a better understanding. So, it was told to me by a couple people that, however I did my live last night, was a little confusing. So let me kind of explain a little bit more. And I truly hope that that this helps. This is not meant to harm. This is not to put anyone down. This is just my personal POV. Um, Again, you can take it, you can leave it, you can throw it in the trash, but this is just how I honestly feel about it. So the big thing is how women are being called, were called fish by Miss T.S. Madison. Um, Now the thing is if we're gonna get mad at T.S. Madison, which I understand that she's trans, then why didn't we not get upset at Steve Harvey? Let's start there, because Steve Harvey put in his book, and I'm gonna read the quote in just a second, but he actually put it in his book, and you couldn't beat women running out to go and get this book, um, Act Like a Lady and Think Like a Man. So let me read his direct quote. A man fishes for two reasons. He's either sports fishing or fishing to eat, which means either which means he's either going to try and catch a fish he can take a picture of, admire it with his buddies and toss it back, or he is going to take that fish home, scale it, fillet it, toss it in some cornmeal and fry and put it on his plate. This, I think, is a great analogy for how men seek out women. So he just compared women completely to fish. And nothing was ever said or spoke out about this. Now, I don't mind, okay, being called whew, um, a fish because there's a lot of reasons behind it. For one, I love mermaids. And what is a mermaid? It's half woman, half fish. This has been known. Now, there's several meanings behind the word fish, and I'm going to give you a few of those before I continue on. So it can mean like to act suspect. She was acting like a fish. She was acting fishy. That whole situation is fishy. Um, it can also mean fuck it, shit happens. Fish. F, fuck. I, it. S, shit happens. H. An animal that lives in water. A term used by the gay community to describe a um, a transsexual who now looks like a female. Um, the bottom part of a female. You have the woman, and then you have the fish. So, also, it is the symbol used to represent the power of the goddess or a woman in general. It also represents sex and fertility. Now, this symbol has been used for many, many years. So, you can choose, to be upset about it or frustrated, and that's fine. That's how you feel, and I don't want to invalidate anybody's feelings, but these are honestly facts. Women have been compared to fish forever, you know? In fact, we say, "Oh, I'm a great catch," referring back to fishing. Um, Now with that being said, I kind of want to get over into the actual mermaids. For instance, Ariel. Everybody know Ariel from The Little Mermaid, you know? And her name actually means Lion of God. So we also have Mammy Water. She was a mermaid. And Mia, the mother whose children are fish. That's exactly what her name means. And it wasn't because her kids were sink or anything like that. It's because she was the mother of water, and it's believed that she had so many children that you just could not count. It's also believed that mermaids, in and of itself, there's a whole article done. Please excuse me. Um, about how women and African American were believed to be mermaids first, and then it was turned over into mythology. So that's a whole different debate. But I don't believe that being called a fish is something that we should really, really be jumping up and down and really be getting upset about. There's so many other things for us to be frustrated and to be upset about. And I'm going to do a couple more videos today. Um, but I just really wanted to go back and kind of re-explain this. But I look at it as straight positive, as positive, again, we use the mermaid symbol. We say, "Oh, we're a great catch. We're mermaids. We're inspired to be mermaids." And it's a woman. It's half woman, half fish. We don't think of a mermaid as being stinky. We don't think of goddesses as being stinky. We don't look at it that way. And I don't, and maybe some people in that community use it in a derogatory way, but it wasn't built off of um, to be derogatory. Fish is just a way of describing women, and it has been around for many, many years. And again, if we're going to have this outrage at T.S. Madison, why can't we hold Steve Harvey accountable as well? I'm just asking because he is a straight man who literally compared us to fish and broke it all the way down. But I'm going to tell you, fish is very powerful. They represent fertility, reproduction, protection, um, travel, love, healing, hope. So I think there's more than one way to look at this being called a fish. I think that we should just stop, take a break, step back, and look at it a little bit differently. And instead of going that way, maybe support each other and figure out how to move forward past that because there's so many other things. And speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a story time on why I homeschool my son because that is a huge thing right now. Education and how our children are not being educated properly, the violence within our schools. And I am working on a few other videos at the moment. It'll be a mass upload when I get done. But, you know, maybe just kind of step back and see it from everybody's angle. And there are a lot of things that are being said that I don't like. But if it doesn't apply to me, I let it fly. And I'm not invalidating anybody's feelings or anything like that. I'm just saying that there's a bigger focus. So that's just my opinion on that. But for now, I am out of here and I will be back in about 10 or 15 minutes with my next video. So I would like to thank everybody who stopped in and watched this and everybody who gave me great feedback on my last video so that I could come back and explain it properly. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much and have a great day and stay safe.